I've been asked a few times why I haven't done a harmonic analysis video yet, and quite frankly, I don't have a good answer for that. So today I thought I might try one out as an experiment.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm a choir nerd. That's right. I don't know if you could tell that from the everything about me, but yeah. I'm at ACDA every year, and quite frankly, I can't figure out why an Eric Whitacre Pentatonix collaboration hasn't happened yet. So anyway, I thought I might do an analysis of my favorite Pentatonix song, Run to You, which came out in January of 2014. The first thing that sticks out to me about this song is that it's very unlike many of the other Pentatonix arrangements. The group has been really open about their process for arranging. Starting with a beatbox, they then lay a bass on top of that, and then they have a backing vocal, which is then harmonized, and then the lead line can sit right on top of all those other layers. It is really quickly obvious that this is not one of those songs. All 5 members are singing in rhythmic unison, which we would call homophony, and they do this pretty much the entire song. The one exception, just briefly, is seen in the bridge. I'll start with a brief formal analysis. The structure of the song is really straightforward. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. However, it's best for the form to stay simplistic and stay out of the way of what's happening with the harmonies, which is really the beauty of the song. Now let's move on to some harmonic analysis. The song begins like this. Mostly just A minor and E minor with an F major 7 thrown in there. The second phrase is very similar, except it ends on a G suspended chord that doesn't resolve. So, a few observations about this first statement. One is about the melody. For me, it's really hidden in the texture. There certainly is a melody, but it's difficult to tell where it is or who has it. So, let's look at the score. The tenor has it in the verse, and you'll notice that the tenor is really the only one that's moving. This leads to some voice crossing. Here, the tenor is above the alto and in unison with the soprano, but ends the phrase below the baritone. Every other voice part is creating a static harmony, which is A, why the voice crossing occurs, and B, what makes the voice crossing so effective. The melody being interwoven around the other parts like this creates an aesthetic of mystery or uncertainty. They're painting with broad strokes of color in this first verse, and the result is beautiful. The second observation. What key are we in? Well, there are exactly 0 sharps or flats in the entire song, so we would logically think towards C major or A minor. While there are a few C major chords in the song, it doesn't ever really play a leading or a structural role, so we can eliminate that one. From the pickup to the first downbeat, we have a unison E, which arrives on an A minor chord, which would suggest dominant tonic motion, and we could certainly hear it that way, but most of our arrival points in this song aren't on A minor. Additionally, all of the chords that are built on E are minor chords, so at the very least, we're looking at A natural minor. But I'm not entirely convinced that we've reached our answer yet. I'd like to make an argument that the song is in F Lydian. Let's take a look at the last line before the chorus. The cadence is an E minor 7 chord leading to an F major 7 chord with an added 9. And this is very similar to other arrival points throughout the rest of the song. The end of the chorus, for example, ends with E to F motion in the bass, except this time it's a C major 7 chord in first inversion that's resolving to our F major 7 chord. And in fact, both statements of the chorus end with this figure. This is why I think the song is in F Lydian. I think the ambiguity of the key, however, is a beautiful text painting of the lyrics. Speaking of beauty, let's talk about the chorus. We have 3 consecutive statements of the phrase, "I'll run," which in music, anytime we have repetition, it adds emphasis. So, to help add emphasis, the melodic and harmonic content is a sequence. It keeps building tension with every statement. I think in particular the stepwise motion of the bass helps build the tension most. The second statement of the chorus is very similar with one exception. The second statement of "I'll run" goes again from G to A minor, but this time the tenor lands on a B, making it an A minor 9 chord. This is my favorite chord in the song. I'd also like to highlight the bridge. It begins powerfully with the alto, the baritone, and the bass forming a trio, and they're singing in the upper middle parts of their range. It's a really nice change of texture for a structurally crucial moment of the song. Also, the power in the voices reinforce the power of the text. I will break down the gates of heaven. That's confidence. That's resolve. It's also on a G chord in first inversion. We've really only heard that sonority in passing, but now it plays a structural role. Shortly after that, the soprano and tenor sustain a pedal, sneaking in by starting with a hum and slowly opening up to O. This is the only time in the song that this color is used, and it's used with great effect. We're building the tension as we approach the climax. Finally, all 5 voices join together on the line, "Break my shackles to set me free." The word free is on the highest note for each respective voice, as if finally, after all of the struggle, freedom has been achieved. After this, there's a return to the refrain, which, after the bridge, sounds like a moment of rest and reprieve. And after a statement of the chorus, it's repeated, but with all 5 voices humming, bringing the song to its conclusion on an F add 9 chord. It's fascinating to me that in this particular case, the 9 doesn't seem to be simply an extension of an F major chord, but it seems to be just as important to the structure of the chord as F, A, and C. It's almost like this isn't just a major triad with an extension, but rather an O247 tetrachord. In conclusion, this song is beautifully written. Powerful lyrics with plenty of text painting. The part writing takes into consideration not only the prevailing harmony, but also the lyricism of the individual line. I recommend that anyone who is looking to get into vocal arrangements of any sort take some time and analyze the part writing in this piece. Pentatonix has made the sheet music available for this online for free. So, I hope you've enjoyed this analysis. If you did, and you'd like to hear me do another one, please let me know in the comments what I should analyze next. Thanks for watching this episode of 2 Minute Music Theory. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out some of my other videos, which are on a wide variety of topics in music theory. These videos have been used by music teachers all over the place, so please feel free to share them in your classrooms. Also, you can connect with me on social media for all the latest news concerning 2 Minute Music Theory. Those links are in the description. And finally, as many of you know, my primary job is as a composer. I write for all sorts of different ensembles and genres. So be sure to check out my other channel, Jesse Strickland Music, for all the latest releases. I'll see you next time.